Yo, it's your boy Key Dre the Truth, KDT, all lives and ears on the key. So, I'm just give off the update and then mainly go to the topic. So, I've been a bit busy, really can't say too much. The ideal is I'm trying to open something up so that everybody, clients, fans, musician, artists, writers, or whoever you are, you can come through my shop, which, it's coming out soon. So just keep an eye on that, all right? But then I also want to talk about life, which it leads you to patience, right? So, excuse the cars. I'm just walking out here, just get a peace of mind or whatever. So, he'll walk over there, but it's all good. But so I want to talk about patience, y'all. Whatever you're striving for, whatever you're manifesting, is always required with patience. And another thing with patience, while we are in that patient season, it's something within us that we have to work on. If not work on it, then it's some things that no longer serve us, such as procrastination, laziness, having trouble sleeping at a certain time. And while we in the patient season, what I normally think, while I'm still in this season, is something I have to sacrifice, right? So remember on my other videos, I was talking about spiritual death, right? Nothing to do with physical death. It's just something inside that you have to let go, aka you have to let it die, right? So either you having trouble with maintaining your thoughts, either you having trouble on trying to stay positive, or you having trouble keeping up with schoolwork, homework, or your work, you know what I'm saying? It's something within us we have to let go in order for that part to flow right? So I'm gonna just draw a great example. Say if you wanted to start a business just like me, like I just told y'all, right? You see, I be so deep intuitive about life, on what the universe or what God or what the Lord is telling, right? Because the high source know more than you. The high source, God, the Holy Father, I can go on and on with these names. All right, let me just hurry up and cross the street. See, we go on and on with these names and shit, right? Excuse my language. But the Holy Father, God knows us more than we know ourselves. So when we in the patient season, it's more as if, what did I learn about myself today? And what is one thing I must sacrifice for myself in order to get to the place, get to some levels, or whatever I'm trying to be at. Most of the time, you gotta make a sacrifice, right? I'm not talking about no sacrifice lamb, none of that weird shit, okay? I mean, though, yes, it's part of the same thing, but you don't have to sacrifice anything physically. It's more as if in a spiritual thing, right? It's more as if it's in a spiritual and a mental thing or a mindset, right? So if your mindset's been on bullshit, you got to sacrifice the bullshit mindset. You know what I mean? So if your mind, because that's the most important thing for anybody to train themselves, train their mind to be sharp, so that the sharper the mind is, the quick or the sooner you manifest things out in reality, right? So I learned that, stuff like these spiritual practice like affirmation, prayers, meditation, those are the things I believe that is keeping me connected to the world. If not to the world, then to the Most High, right? So what I tend to do, I tend to shake all the old energy off from yesterday and then call a new energy to come in, right? If you know, right? Meditation, prayers, these little things, right? And say if, you trying to gain more muscles, right? Or whatever your goal is, whatever your mind sets the goal, then action is going to happen. Either you complete it, you fail, but all of that, you have to try. You have to try, right? So when you do these things, keep in mind, right, that it may not come out as about what you wanted, right? So whatever it is that you're trying to attempt, and then that attempt becomes fail, or you fail that attempt, that means you're almost there. You just got more learning to do, right? You have more learning to do about yourself, about where you at, environmental wise, and with those questions, you got to question yourself: what can I do to make my day better? Or what can I do to make my business better? Or what can I do to make my art better? Whatever the performance is, right? So I feel like most of the time when we are so serious of what we want or what we're trying to manifest, is just these things that we always gotta keep up. You know what I'm saying? Besides, like I said, God knows us more than we know ourselves. So when we have some sort of habit on whatever we do, on certain activities, we have to know why, okay? It can't just be a feeling. You have to spiritually know why. If you are aware of knowing why you want to achieve that goal, right, then one, it lets you know how serious you are. Some of us can be serious and then the next second we just kind of change our mind, type of thing, right? Our worst enemy is ourself. So with these things, with these type of practice, you got to be able to do it all through patience, right? So if the time is not up, it's something that you got to either practice, something you got to learn from yourself. Because when you take an awakening moment, right, it's not just that you realize it's that you realize and you know what to do next after receiving that download, okay? Because if it's something that is meaningful, which most likely it is, then you'll feel some of this energy, or you'll feel like a force, and then you are in control of the force, right? So keep in mind, patience is always required for manifestation or whatever it is, right? Patience is always required, even though it's part of my one of my biggest struggles, which is patience. But you got to realize it's not just you're waiting on something, it's waiting on you to make a change. God universe is waiting for you to make a change, a healthy change. Okay? Because in order for you to get something that you create within and then you project it out in reality, then that is going to give some big leads in your life, and it's going to change your life. And it's something within the brain, or mind, I should say, that as soon as we catch a moment of the stuff that we've done or we've manifested, then it's going to change us sacredly. Either you being more protected, or you being more compassionate, right? It's always something from the highest source that's one to lead you with a new habit, or with a new command force type of thing. I don't know how to explain it. Say if you found the information that you've been looking for, but all of a sudden, because you found that information, it is so golden, it changes your heart, it changes your insides. So either you used to be a guy or a girl that cuss a lot, but then you found something that damn near saved you, then of course it's like, now that you are granted with this type of if not wishes, then how should I say it? Okay, we're gonna just say wishes, right? But really it's not wishes, it's just more of a something that you believe is your destiny, right? So once that download or something that hits the fan to the point where reality hits, then it's going to change the inside slowly. You may not know it. You may feel a little difference about it. You may feel a little bit hype. You may feel a little bit more aware. You know what I'm saying? You're going to start feeling some things just little by little. It depends on how you treat your day. It depends on how you treat yourself. Okay? So I got done walking around, so I needed just to tell myself and also tell you this, because, you know, it's real life stuff and it's important. You know what I mean? So, you know, recently, I've been kind of like feeling a little exhausted about, you know, my goal, my music, you know, basically my things that I got to take care of week by week. You know what I'm saying? Sending out videos, post content, you know, all of that stuff. So I've been feeling like a high level that's been escalating. I've been feeling like I've been escalating up every moment, every new day, the best I can, as long as I try. So another thing about it is, if you're the type that you go hard on yourself, which, you know, I can relate, you know what I'm saying, you only got to give yourself a try, right? As long as you try, you did your best, you did well, okay? And if those attempts or those results are not looking how you wanted to look, it's all right. It's all right. It's another day that it may come. It'll be another day that it may be the jackpot. You just never know. You see, things, when you are doing good in life and things feel like it's getting harder, like people start to attack you spiritually without them even knowing, or it's just more distraction while you're tapping into that focus, it gives you a sign that you are like radiating, you are gaining high vibrations. Remember, the higher vibration you have within you, the more difficult life will show you. All right? But it doesn't mean you should give up. You should keep it up. You should keep going. Whatever you're doing, whatever you've been treating yourself right, you should keep it up, right? And it may feel like the world will be against you, which eventually the world will be against you. We were warned, right? We're not part of this world, though we were born in this world, but we're not part of this world, okay? So that means all of us, some of us, right? Either you're a believer or you're not, or you're someone that you kind of like know your stuff, then you know that we all have a purpose. The highest source have chose you for a reason, and it's dependent on you and also believing you too. So if you needed that message, if you need that sign, then just know that it was delivered to you, right? No accidents and no coincidence too. All right. So I will be back to drop more videos. Of course, the log will be dropping soon. Music video will be dropping soon. So as soon as I get the date, or as soon as I get the then you know what's up. All right. So chosen ones, kings and queens, patient is key. All right. I know that it's a little long, but still, do your best. All right. And give yourself some love, and everybody love. Living on value energy. Okay? So peace and positivity, prosperity, and abundance. Catch y'all later. Love.